Hi everyone. I am so excited to join you today for my first official virtual town hall as mayor of Stamford. It has been a whirlwind week and I'm so honored and humbled at the opportunity to get to be your mayor and to get to serve the amazing people of this city and to continue to work together to make our city a more inclusive, equitable, and affordable place to live. So today I wanted to start by just giving you some updates from our first three days it's been now, first 3 days in office, and just give you some inside information on what our team has been up to. And throughout this, I'm really looking forward to hearing your feedback. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the chat, or you can always email me at mayorsoffice@stanfordct.gov. So this week, starting on Wednesday morning at 10 a.m., I was honored to take the oath of office, and it was such a humbling ceremony with family, friends, and many city employees and state and local officials and campaign supporters. And I was so grateful for the beautiful ceremony and the incredible performances. If anyone didn't hear, Zara gave a beautiful rendition of the national anthem. Amelia did the pledge. We had the Stanford High Marching Band here, as well as the West Hill JROTC, and so they were incredible. We also had Reverend Snell and Rabbi Telrab give prayers, which was really special. And if anyone was watching, you probably saw my rambunctious two toddler boys crawling all over the floor, which was very humorous at times. But I committed that we were going to try to make this building kid friendly. So next time I'm going to make sure we have toys and diapers ready to go. And so we're encouraging people when they visit this building, feel free to bring your kids. We want your families to be a part of the future of our city, and we want to make sure our building is welcoming to everyone. And we know how difficult it can be to find childcare when you come to meetings at the government center. So feel free to bring your kids. I'll always have toys ready in my office. The really special part of the first day was getting to meet so many incredible city employees. So after the swearing in, we had coffee and cookies with city employees in the lobby of the government center, and I just absolutely loved getting to meet so many employees who work for our city. Some have been here for over 30 years, some just started, but so many of them are just so committed to our city and really making this place run every day. Whether it's our garbage and sanitation workers, to our city engineers, to our nurses and healthcare workers, to our firefighters and first responders. It was just really inspiring to get to meet these incredible people that serve us every day in this city. Then after meeting with city employees, my first official order of business was meeting with our transportation and engineering heads to talk about the top infrastructure priorities for the city. So I asked them for a briefing on our top infrastructure projects that need to be fixed. So everything from our bridges to our roads. We talked about the West Main Street Bridge. We talked about our parks. We talked about school facilities and other key infrastructure projects. And looking forward to working with that team and our state and federal delegation to secure the historic $6 billion of federal funding that's going to be coming to our state, and doing everything we can to capture that funding so we can improve our infrastructure in Stanford. We continued that infrastructure discussion and got out on the road Thursday morning. We drove around with our city engineer and transportation head across the city. We tried to get to the whole city, but we spent about 2 hours and only covered about a third of it. So we will definitely be out and about again. But we covered, started at the West Main Street Bridge, then we went to the South End, Chapin, the Cove, and ended in the Strawberry Hill neighborhood. So we're looking forward to getting back out there soon to try to visit every single neighborhood in our city. And I welcome you all to submit feedback to mayor's office at stanfordct.gov. If you have an issue on your road or your street or your sidewalk, we want to hear about it, and we want to do our best to fix it as quick as we can. So please feel free to reach out to us. Later that day on Thursday, I went to visit West Hill High School with our superintendent, Dr. Lucero, and Principal Rinaldi, and it was great to get to connect with students and also to talk to the team about making sure we're getting the necessary funding to fix our school facilities so we can give our students and teachers quality learning environments. And then today, I got to tour our 911 center and then have our first cabinet meeting this morning with our amazing team and, hitting the ground running on a number of projects that we'll be sharing in the coming weeks. And then today's, virtual town hall is really, the first of many conversations. We want this administration to be as transparent as possible. We want to communicate with people across this city in different ways. So we'll be doing these virtually, and then in the coming weeks, we're planning to launch citizen service hubs so that we can get services out of the government center and into our community and make them more accessible. So if you have feedback on ways we can better communicate or reach you in your family, please let us know. You can email us at mayorsoffice@stanfordct.gov. So in the coming weeks, I'm so excited to get to continue to roll up my sleeves and advance the priorities we highlighted during our campaign, including focusing on investing in infrastructure and education, advancing economic prosperity and helping our small businesses and helping people get back to work, making our city more affordable and equitable, and also improving responsiveness and citizen services. So we look forward to hearing from you on those topics, and stay tuned for more updates from us. I also wanted to share our new social media pages where you can follow us and what we're working on. You can go to @MayorCarolineSimmons on Instagram, or also follow us on our city's official accounts @City of Stanford CT on Instagram and @City of Stanford on Twitter. And then finally, I just want to say, as we head into the holiday season, want to remind everyone to remain vigilant amid the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. We all know the new Omicron variant has been discovered in New York City, and it's only a matter of time before, unfortunately, we expect it to arise in Connecticut. So we're encouraging all Stanford residents to increase COVID-19 precautions and mitigation measures. We know we've seen an uptick in cases across Connecticut in the past few weeks, and the majority of towns are now in the red classification. So this is based on a daily average exceeding 15 cases per 100,000 residents over a 2-week period. And so when we get to that point, what we recommend is, if you're feeling sick, stay home, get healthy. Make sure you're wearing your mask when you're indoors, regardless of your vaccination status. We want to make sure people are wearing masks. Minimize close physical interaction during social gatherings, and as much as you can, try to have gatherings outdoors. I know it's getting difficult with the cold winter we have ahead, but to the extent that you can, we recommend that. Of course, implementing frequent hand washing, and seeking out testing when you're sick. And then most importantly, make sure, if you haven't already, that you get vaccinated, that you get your booster, and that if your children are eligible, you get your kids vaccinated. So with that, I just want to thank you all so much again for tuning in. I hope you have a great weekend. I also want to, this is my official office. It's still a little bit bare, and we are hoping to highlight student artwork, both in this office and in the government center. So also want to welcome any input there. If you have a student artist that you recommend, we welcome input, and we want to welcome you to this building to come visit us. And we'll keep you posted in the coming weeks once we launch. We're planning to revive the Mayor's Night Out events, as well as launch citizen service hubs. Well, we'll be providing more information on city services that are available to you. But in the meantime, I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend. I'm looking forward to seeing you all around town this weekend. Tomorrow, I'll be visiting small businesses. On Sunday, I know we have some tree lightings and other events, and so I look forward to seeing you all out in the community, and I hope you all have a great weekend. Thanks so much.